My very first live video here on YouTube on my channel. I'll be starting to do these go lives every Friday to talk to you about the topics that's most important to you from my community tab. I will also start to implement the personal growth content that I've been promising for a very long time. So welcome to the first live here on Simply Chev. I hope in today's session you will learn a bit more about natural hair care and also all the polls that you completed. Thank you so much. Welcome wherever you're watching from. It really means a lot to me that you tune into this live. Maybe you are watching it post live, and I hope the information that I provide in there is still useful to you. So to keep this my very short first live video, very short, I'm going to talk to you about a poll that you completed last year. You see me looking over there, that's because I have a whiteboard with the information on. And so that poll that you completed last year, May, I asked you what was your hair growth goals. Of course, I've talked to you about goal setting and the importance of goal setting for our natural hair. And so having goals that will help you to reach them is sort of something to just set your mind at, to keep your mind focused on. And so last year, May, it is a year later, I want to know what your hair growth goals are and also reviewing them. And for everyone, I think there was over 50 responses to that poll. I want to make sure that you was heard, and I want to talk to you about each of your responses. So the first one was to learn a new skill. Now we know that when we take our natural hair into our own hands, so doing twists, doing braids, doing braid outs, doing all of those popular natural hairstyle will help us not only to save money, but also to know to feel our hair, to know the hair that we have for ourselves. And so a lot of you wanted to learn a new skill. And of course, there's lots of tutorials here on YouTube, but I've got lots of tutorials also on my channel showing you how to do mini braids. As you know, we've gone through lots of mini braids challenges, and I've done a cornrow challenge and also a mini twist challenge. So if your goal is to learn more about natural hair care skills, to sort of cornrow, twist and plait, they're also here on my channel. Also, there's other videos here on YouTube that you can use to watch to grow your natural hair. But I want to say a word about perfection. When I started doing my natural hair, probably at the age of 9 or 10, I wasn't very good. And so I kept doing it, which is why I'm able to twist and cornrow now. It's of course not up to the standard of everyone else, but learning a new skill will require that time for you to learn the new skill. So have patience with yourself, practice on your own hair. If you've got children, practice on their hair over the weekends and perfect your style, because it really will save you a lot of money in the long run. I'm sorry about that. I'm having to adjust my camera just a bit because my tripod doesn't seem to want to do it. Of course, it's a live, so we are going to get some technical difficulties. The next one was to learn to make DIYs. You know I'm a DIY girl. I know there hasn't been a lot of DIY content on my channel recently, but that is about to change. Not only am I going to be doing lots of DIYs over the summer, I'm going to be also re-editing those videos for you because there's lots of information in there, and I know that they are lost with all of the content that I put out. So I'm going to be doing lots more DIYs for you. But basically, DIY is about doing it yourself. Once again, taking control of your own natural hair care and doing the products that you put on your hair, be that a shampoo, a conditioner, a leave-in conditioner, or any one of the array of herbs that you will use on your natural hair. As you know, I use henna on my hair. I'm due for a henna treatment actually, so that will be a good DIY to show you once again how I make the recipe for henna. But doing DIYs is a great way to learn to make your own natural hair products. You can experiment, you can also have fun with doing that. And so it's something that I highly recommend you do. Learn how to make your own products. You know, a lot of the conditioners that we have can just be added with oils to make them a little bit better than they are. So you don't have to be complicated DIYs trying to mix every ingredients that you have together. Of course, some of the herbs don't mix together very well. So you can start very small and work your way up in terms of your DIY. Once again, I got to adjust my camera. Okay, so this time, a lot of your goals was to do DIYs. And once again, just go for it. If you just have all of your kitchen stuff that's available, your mixers, a lot of the stuff that we put on our hair is stuff that we eat anyway. So you can start now, start to learn how to make DIYs. Once again, check out my DIY playlist where I show you how I make a lot of the DIYs that I use on my channel. So I'm really going to have to be changing this tripod for the next go live because it keeps on going another way. Okay, so the next thing that you wanted to do was to learn to stick to long-term protective style. You know, on Simply Chef, that is what this channel is all about. I've got my mini braids playlist, which I've created lots of playlists, by the way. It's not just one. And in each of those playlists, there's lots of different information for you. So never skip a video because you might just miss one piece of advice from one challenge that you won't get in the next one. So I'm saying if you have a braid challenge currently going on now, check out the previous challenge. I've had a challenge running for up to 21 weeks. They are now running for 8 weeks. So check them out in order to see the information that I give you week by week on how I take care of my natural hair in a protective style. Okay, once again, this is a live video that you're seeing on my channel. I'm starting to do these go lives for you. Also, I'm going to be doing lots more personal finance as well on my channel. So look out for that. I can actually give you that information in that format a lot quicker because of time on my live. Lots of information I'll be studying and getting that information out to you on Fridays. Okay, and so that was the last year, that was your goals. And I'm going to be putting that poll out again on my channel because of course every year we change, our goals change, to see what is your goals for May. Once again, it's never too late to set natural hair growth goals. Set them so that you have something to focus on. Write it down so you have something to focus on to get the rest of the year. We still have a whole 6 months, 6.5 months to go, and there's a lot of hair growth that could happen in that time. Okay, so we're going to go to another poll. I'm going to try to do at least 2 polls in these, in my personal finance ones as well. I'm going to keep them quite short. Once again, it's because of time, and this saves a lot of my time in order to get the content out to you. So bear with me if you see me adjusting everything. This is my very first live here on my channel, and I promise you I will work on them and they will get better. Okay, so the next poll that you completed around about this time last year asks you, what length do you consider as long? Now, this for me is highly, it's a touchy topic because when I just started my natural hair care, and I've got a video called Watch This If You've Never Had Long Hair Before, and in that video I talked to you about my whole natural hair journey, having no hair, like growing up with no hair, and then having longer hair now. I still don't feel like my hair is long. So you can say that there's a bit of a psychological element to having long hair, to when you say your hair is long, based on many factors. But I put the poll out and 5% of you thought that shoulder length was considered as long. Shoulder length hair, to me, once back in the day, was considered long, very long, because my hair was very short. Now, as my hair is growing and growing and growing, to me, shoulder length is not considered on myself as long natural hair. However, I'm also going to make this disclaimer because if you have healthy shoulder length hair and someone has damaged armpit length hair, I believe that your shoulder length hair is better than the armpit length. And so the second vote was for armpit length, which was 9%. I think good quality armpit length hair is beautiful length. I mean, these braids probably go about armpit length. That's a lot of hair, especially if your hair is dense. So I consider armpit length quite long hair. Once again, because growing up, I never had long hair. The next one was bra strap length, which receives 33%. 33% of you considered bra strap length, or we could also call it mid-back length, as long natural hair. Once again, for me, for a long time, armpit length was the goal. So when I got to mid-back length, I thought, oh my gosh, look at my hair, it's so long. However, I had a vision of how my hair would look at mid-back length, and it didn't look like that. That's because some of my hair wasn't there yet. It was thinner. My hair is on the lower to medium density sort of category, and so my mid-back length didn't look like the mid-back length I was seeing on other natural, and that was sort of discouraging to me in a way. But I continue to grow my natural hair, and as you know, it's almost waist length, and waist length got 47%. I think for a lot of us, natural waist length hair is the goal because we feel like, okay, that's long. To see someone walking down with natural long hair down to their waist length, you have to say it's long. However, for me, I'm also nearly at waist length because my hair shrinks, because it's lower density. I'm not feeling like my waist length hair is yet waist length, and so I'm always trying to get there at least to that ideal waist length that I've always had in my mind. And so waist length hair having 47%, the majority of you on the poll thought that that was it. And I agree with you. Waist length hair is long hair, no contesting. If you can grow your hair to waist length, then you've mastered your natural hair. If, like myself, you never had long hair, because quite a lot of people had waist length hair from they were small. And so to me, who's never had long hair before, that is a fantastic length. Now 7% of you thought that floor length natural hair was long hair. And of course you're not wrong, because if someone can grow their hair all the way down to the floor, down to their ankles, that's a fantastic goal. I'll always aim for longer hair, but now my focus is on getting my hair to be the healthiest that it can be. So this is my first live. I've covered 2 polls for you. I hope you enjoyed. This will be a regular feature on Fridays. I will see you in my next live about personal finance. Talk to you soon. Bye bye. Have a lovely day.